Good afternoon. Welcome back. Got some home free. About a week ago, these gentlemen dropped Gordon Lightfoot's song. I mean, do you really take on Gordon Lightfoot? One of my wife's favorite musicians. One of those really down-to-home voices that is just like butter. If you don't know the original song of the record, the Edmond Fitzgerald, you have got to go listen to Gordon Lightfoot and how that song is it's just legendary. It's classic. It's beyond recognizable. It's just one of those really feel right at home kind of songs, which makes me a little nervous, to be honest, that anybody's going to take this song on. Who better than Home Free to lay down an a cappella, hopefully, version of this as they do? And I'm cautiously optimistic. Let's just say that. I'm cautiously optimistic. So let's cross our fingers and let's go. Here we go. Haunting. Oh.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call Gitchigumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy.
Okay, I got to say out right up from the start. Okay? Had this been Home Free's version, I'd go, I love it. And I still love it. I love it. But it's like, man, I just hate making comparisons. I know you guys hate it when I do. But man, it feels so sacrilege to take on Gordon Lightfoot. I'm already going to tell you I like Gordon Lightfoot's version better just because I think it's just very nostalgic for me. But had I not heard Gordon Lightfoot's version, it's like, yeah, I like this a lot, but it's like, oh, I'm feeling a little robbed here. And I know you guys don't like it when I make comparisons, but when you take on something like this, you can't not draw a bit of a awareness of what's happening here. But I like the way the bass came in right out there at the very beginning. That was kind of cool, and the way they're kind of driving the song so far. I know it's early. Let's keep going.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call Gitchigumi.
Well, I like that Viking kind of feel there.
The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmond Fitzgerald weighed empty.
I do like that, I gotta admit. I like that Viking feel. It sounds like a ship. It sounds like the seas. It sounds ancient, doesn't it? It sounds tribal.
That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early.
The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with the crew and good captain well seasoned.
I've always loved the story too. If you ever listen to this, I mean, like, try to pay attention to the lyrics of the song. It's a pretty cool song.
Concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling?
Uh-oh.
The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and a wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the...
I like that. I like how they're all standing upright, but in the background you see them struggling to fight up the slope of the ship as it's starting to keel. That's kind of a cool
And the
visual.
wires made a tattletale sound, and a wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November came stealing. The dawn it came late, and the breakfast had to wait, when the gales of November came slashing. When the afternoon came,
That's cool.
it was freezing rain in the face of hurricane west wind. Ooh,
Okay, I like the harmonies here. And I'm captivated by the visuals too. It's like, wow, I'm like split. I'm kind of like following the story again as they're showing the visuals. Very well done. And they're drawing me in with the acapella. Obviously, this is pretty solid. I gotta admit.
When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed ya. At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, fellas, it's been good to know ya.
The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. Then later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmond Fitzgerald.
Wow, dude. Really well done. How amazing that music does this to a person's mind and heart, and just chills and all. How effective is music? How amazing is music? I've had some people say, hey, you should do a reaction to movies like the new Eminem movie that came out, or you should do reactions to gaming or whatever. You know, it's like, no, it's like music, man, is where it's at. And this is just such a great, a classic song, amazing song, really good rendition. I kind of judged it a little early. Okay. I admit, but this is really kind of growing on me. I still got to say, Gordon, I mean, come on. How do you beat that voice? How do you beat that folk feel that Lightfoot brought?
And the good ship and crew was in peril. Then later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmond Fitzgerald.
Percussion.
Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours?
The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up, or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water.
And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters.
Wow. Wow. Like, the story always gets me. The story always gets me. So well done, but so deep. No pun intended.
Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen.
I like how they did the background there, where they're just standing there naturally, and everyone, it's like mayhem behind them. Just really, really creative.
And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered.
In a musty old hall in Detroit, they parade in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral.
And even the snare kind of sound with his voice, I just like, it's just really, really effective if you kind of like try to focus in on some of the nuances of what's happening there vocally. It's just really very well done.
The church bell chimes till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmond Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
What an amazing story, huh? Solid visuals. Agree? I mean, isn't that kind of cool? Oh, that's neat. Oh. Wow. Wow. That was a cool ending, man. Wow. What a nod. How is it that now I'm left feeling more sentimental about this song after hearing Home Free play their version of this? They each have their own little take, their own little... Gordon's much more folk kind of storytelling. This felt different. Not different better, not different worse, just different. Wow, I love Home Free. I just love these guys. And the way that they can produce what they do, when you can enter into an a cappella song like this and lose yourself in it and forget that you're listening to a cappella because of how well it's choreographed and thought through, that's success, if you ask me. Wow, what a really cool song. What a great take. It was amazing. Okay, well, with that, I hope you have a splendid day. Live each day to the fullest. Take no prisoners. Make each day count. Make each day count. Be adventurous. Have a great day. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care.